Dear students, welcome back to another session of computer-based accounting subject. This moment, I hope everyone is completed their activities related to the chapter 2, chapter 3 and chapter 4 of the handouts. As you know, you have completed one module preparation for the required module preparation for the computer-based accounting subject. So by the time you have completed the heart of the business, that means your general ledger. General ledger is the most important ledger available in any business organization, because when it comes to the general ledger will bring all the information, all the transaction happen within the business organization related to the various activities into one particular place, whereby you will be able to generate your financial statement such as the cash flow, balance sheet, and also your income statement by using the information available in the general ledger. So the preparation of the general ledger is very vital and important for any business organization when they are going to implement the software package to handle their day-to-day activities or the business transaction available in the business organization. So we have completed that part clearly with several video lectures and also with the Zoom discussions for each and every week. So hopefully everyone is completed that part. So the task is today, before we go to the another module, to explain you what we have completed up to now in a very nutshell, in a summarized form. If you look at going back to the chapter number 2, what we did is actually we have created our own company into the system by giving required information necessary for the users to be proceed, right? So that means creation of a new company. So the creation of the new company means you're feeding all required information relevant to your business organization, as well as your accounting methods and also accounting policies and also your financial period. Now quickly, let us check all this information what we have processed up to now. Using the chapter number 2, what we have completed is only the creation part of the business organization, that is our own AFMA 2020 Private Limited, or we have created another business for the BCom students, that is BCom 2020 Private Limited. So for that we can go to the maintain main menu. From there we can access into the company information, right? Company information. You can see that company information need to be like this, fulfilling all the requirements information which we have entered as a profile of our company. Company name, company address, and also the company contacts, telephone numbers, fax numbers, your registration number, and also the website and your email address. So that is all the information what is required for the given particular company is available in this particular screen, right? So that is called creation of the company by giving the information. And also very vital, that your company structure, according to the name of the company, our company type need to be selected. So there are various type of business available in the market: sole proprietorship, partnership, then the companies, then the corporation. So we know all these structures are differentiating from each others based on the capital structure. So that's why this company need to be limited liability company, that need to be selected. And also you can see one item which cannot be changed at the moment, that is the policy of your company, how you are going to do your accounting method. So we have selected method like accrual based accounting, whereby we know at the time when the goods were delivered to your customer, that will be recording like an income, and also at the time when we are receiving bill from the any other expenditures, we will be recording that as an expenses. So this is the method we are going to use to record our transaction and update the ledger accounts based on the accrual concept. And also the posting method can be changed even now. Posting method need to be set up according to the method you have selected. So there are two methods. One is called real-time processing method, other one is called batch posting method. Now the real-time posting method will immediately update the ledger account by processing the transaction. That's why we have selected method called real-time processing method. This information at the moment available with you. Please check whether you are in the correct path of creating your company. Other than that, another vital information what we have entered at the initial stage is called the period structure or your financial year. As you can see, this particular package is opening up two financial years together. Our first financial period is the current period, which is starting from the April 1st, 2020, and it will go up to the March 31st, 2021. This is our current fiscal year. And also it open up the second fiscal year for you to continue your businesses without any disturbance. That is starting from the April 2021 to March 22. We cannot change this now. කාට හරි මේක වැරදිලා තියෙනවා නම් නැවත වරක් මුල ඉඳලා company එක create කරන්න ඕනේ. And also you can see there are periods. Period mean particular segment whereby the transaction can be processed. So we have divided our year into 12 segments, right? 12 periods where you can see first 12 periods are available starting from the 1st of April 2020 to the 30th of April 2020. Likewise, it goes down. So if you have everything properly entered, this is the current situation at the end of the chapter number 2. Now, moving into the chapter number 3, we have discussed how to create the chart of account, right? And also I would like to show you there's another method whereby we can access into the details of your companies. We can see that in the company profile. So there's another method need to be here. We can see how to access into this. Your company profile. So you can see when you go to the company navigation button, then you can see the link called company information, edit company information, which will help you to reopen the same situation, right? Got the idea? So these are the two methods available. How can you access into your entered company information? And if you require to make the modification, even now you can do the modification. After doing the modification, you should click the OK button to confirm all the new modifications. Okay, if we now summarize the chapter number 3, what we have completed. During that chapter, we have discussed how to create the general ledger accounts, right? That is normally called chart of account. Collection of all accounts required to run day-to-day operations of your business is normally called in a computerized environment chart of account. Each of these accounts need to have a unique features. Number one is need to be the coding system. Each of the account need to have a specific code which will be recognized in particular business account in a separate structure. And also each of these account need to have a description or the name of the account. And also thirdly, each of these account need to have the selected category type whereby that particular account is going to be appear. Now, first of all, we have already finished creating these accounts. Let's look at how to look it into the chart of account. First method is you can go to the maintain main menu, click that. Then if you come to the command called chart of account, that will open up a window which help you to create your new account. If you are creating the new account, as I mentioned, you should have a specific account ID. It's a compulsory field. Without the ID, you are not allowed to process your transaction. Then you need to make sure that you need to have a description, and also there are various type which the account will be contributing into the different form of the information sheet in your final accounts, whereby you have to select the appropriate type from that given list, right? So those are the three components when you are entering the creating the accounts to be selected. And meantime, now we have created all this. So if you want to see the list of the accounts what you have created, in this particular window, which is called maintain chart of account, we can go to the list command. By clicking the list command, you will be able to access into the accounts at the moment what you have created. So in this lecture, lecture number 2, we have discussed how to create the chart of accounts into the system, And also we have discussed how to modify these accounts according to the various requirements, right? So the first of all, now when we created the accounts, we have created the accounts by giving 4-digit code for the company, and also we have different divisions. Two divisions are available in our company, so we have given 2 digit for the identification of our division, and between the company and the division we got a separator whereby we can see the company accounts are given one code and the divisional accounts are given another code, and in between that we can see the separator. Now these things are very important. So now when you look at this, you can see that particular structure need to be continued. When you select the certain account by giving a certain code, your structure need to be the same. This structure need to be created at the time when you are creating the company, right? අපි company එක create කරන වෙලාවේ තමයි අපි දුන්නේ අපිට business accounts ටික හදා ගන්න ඕනේ මොන විදියටද? company accounts විතරක්ද? එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට segmentation එකකට ගිහලා segment account ඕනේද? ඒ ටික අපි කරේ company create කරන වෙලාවේ. දැන් ඒක පෙන්වන්න මට පුළුවන් කමක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. අලුත් company එකක් create කරනකොට තමයි ඒ segmentation එකට යන්න වෙන්නේ. ඒක නිසා පුතාලා company create කරන වෙලාවට මේ දේවල් හිතලා කරන්න ඕනේ. Now our company wants to go by the divisional accounts. So whereby we want to see the divisional profit margin. So that's why we have two divisions. We have taken one division like a clothing division, clothing business, and also other division is a training business. So we have two wings whereby we generate the income to our business organization, and each wing having their own expenditures. And meantime, almost all the assets and liabilities are mainly belongs to the clothing business, right? So that is the main company. That is the main business of the company. So you can see, according to that, we have created initially 42 accounts. But after doing the modification means you have deleted some account, unnecessary accounts can be deleted, name of the account can be changed, code numbers of the accounts can be changed, and also we can see the type of the account can be changed. Now we have fixed everything correctly. We have completed all these activities in the chapter number 2 and chapter number 3, and we have fixed to our accounting system to 40 account listed in the AFMA 2020 as well as in the BCom 2020 companies, right? So this is the part we have completed. Now each of the account, very important to make sure that your types are selected correctly. So according to the type selection, these accounts will appear in a proper place of the financial statement. If you have selected the wrong type, that means you are gone to the wrong position of your financial statement, right? So that is very important. So we have completed that part as well. That what we have discussed in the chapter number 3, and mainly we have discussed how to create, what are the information, what are the types available, and all this information is given in the detailed videos available in your chapter number 3. If someone missed that, please refer to those videos again and then do your activities in a proper manner. So I hope you got an idea. This is one way where you can access into your chart of account. Second method, you can access into your chart of account by using the main menu list command. If you go to the list command, there's a command called chart of account. By clicking that, immediately we can access into our created chart of account, right? So having three elements and the running balances. Then third method, if you are in a company profile, if you are in a company, there also you can see the button called chart of account. By clicking, if you want to create a new account, you can go to the new command. If you want to see all the accounts what you have created, then you can go to the view and edit accounts, whereby you can see again these accounts are going to be appear. So this is the third method whereby you can access into your chart of account. So another method, you can access into the chart of account. Let me show again. So if you go to the banking module, banking navigation button in the banking module, there also you can see the separate button called chart of account, which can be clicked, and also all three options are available, whereby clicking the view and edit account, we will be able to access into this particular window. So I have shown you now 4 methods available to access into the chart of account and how to see your created chart of account. If you want to modify any of these accounts, still if you are having errors, you need to double click the particular account. That will bring you to the maintain chart of account window, and if the name is wrong, now you can type. If the number is wrong, then you have to go to the change ID and you have to enter the new ID and click OK, and then you have to save that by clicking the save button. If the type is wrong, then you can now go to the type selection and select the appropriate type, and after selecting it, you can click the save button. So still you can do the modification to your chart of account, right? Again, just to show quickly all methods, first method is list command. Chart of account will access directly into the list of chart of account. Then the maintain main menu and go into the chart of account button, and then from there selecting the list command, you will be able to access to the same window. Third method, you go to the company navigation button. There you can see the separate command called chart of account. By clicking it, clicking the view and edit accounts, you will be able to access it to the chart of account. And the fourth method, if you are going to the banking module and banking navigation center, you can see the chart of account button is available. Clicking that and clicking the new edit button, you will be able to access it to the same window. So those are the four methods what is available for you to create your accounts. I hope you got the idea. If I now move on to the chapter number 4, which we have discussed how to create the budget for your business organization, as well as how to enter the beginning balance to your chart of account. So this is the part we have covered under the chapter number 4. So look it into your budget and also look it into your company beginning balances. We need to go to the various methods. So the first of the method which we can check the data what we have entered under the chapter number 4, creating the budget. So let's go to the maintain main menu. Then you go to the budget command and click the budget. There you will open up the maintain budget window. From the maintain budget window, if you have already created the budget, that budget need to be appear in the budget name. There you can see the drop down button whereby you can click the drop down. Then we have created only one budget, but you can create many budget to the particular given company by giving the various options, various method, various calculations, and then you can prepare and keep that for the comparison purpose. Now we have created only one budget by giving the information that is called annual budget, and it is only prepared for the income and expenditure with the monthly breakdown. So if you select that, you will be able to access into your budget window, right? And also in this particular budget window, we have created budget for the 2 fiscal years. First, we have created that budget for the past years. That means the year starting from the 1st of April 2019 and goes up to the 31st March 2020. So this was the initial budget which we have created by using the information provided in your handout. That is chapter number 4, right? So this budget consists of 12 months, and every month all the values are entered according to the market survey or maybe the information available in your marketing department. So you have created. And also I have explained to you how you can filter this information. For example, as you can see, we have two divisions. We can go for the divisional account. So if you want to go to the divisional account and check that, you can select the division command from the segment, and then you can tell these are the two division. Let me see only the CL or the clothing business accounts. So here the clothing business income and expenditure account. So you can see the list of accounts created under the clothing business like income and expenditure account. So here the income statement, that's why it create only the income and expenditure account. So if I just want to see my training business, then I can tell, okay, go to the training business account. So these are the accounts created under the training business to get the income expenditure analysis. Very few accounts. Okay. So if I want to see the whole process or the whole business information, then I can go to the all command, which will open up all the income statement account incorporating both segments together, overall picture. And also we have shown you how to generate the budget report. So if you want to see the budget report, there's a command called report, whereby you can click that report, and then if you click the budget report, that will open up your budget report with all the information, right? So whereby we can see the revenue, cost of sale, gross profit margin, expenditures, and the net margin for each and every month which you have create your budget. There are many other ways which you can access into this report, which was given in the detailed video. So I am not going to waste our time by discussing those things again and again. There are, and also I have shown you how to modify this report by using the option, column, and also font commands, right? So those things are given, and also how to convert this into the Excel and PDF. Those things are discussed in your detailed video. Please go back and watch that and understand everything what is possible to do here, right? So that is the first method whereby you can access into budget window. And also if you want to see the current budget, that is for the current period, we have prepared, we have bring this budget, we have used this information what is available in the past year, and using the autofill command we have brought that into the current year, and it is modified by using the adjust command. Adjustment button එක දාලා අපි මේක adjust කරා incremental basis, percentage wise increase. So we have done the percentage wise increase to the certain account based on our current market surveys. Now as you can see, this year budget is giving different figures higher than the last year based on the information you receive from the market. We have adjusted the budget for the current period, and also it allows you to prepare two more budget for the future period as well. 21-22 period and 22-23 period if you like, but at the moment we have not prepared that, so you can practice those things your own. And then if I generate the report for the 2000 current financial year, so I can go to the report and click the general ledger. After opening it, sorry, not the general ledger, I can go to the budget report. So whereby we can see this is the forecasting for the current year. So they starting from the 1st of April 2020 to 31st March 2021, whereby you can see estimated revenue for the month and the cost of sales for the month, gross profit margin for the month, and the expenditures for the month, and the net income for the month higher than the last year. So that is our expectation. So we have to do the activities in proper manner, then we can see the comparison of the budgetary values with the actual data. Then accordingly you have to make the adjustment to your budget. So this first method where you can access into the budget, right? That is maintain and budget command, and selecting the budget name, you will be able to see your budget information. Second method, if you go to the banking module in your navigation center or the navigation bar, where you can see the separate button called budget. By clicking that, we can access into the view and edit the budget. It will open up your budgetary window. Then from there we can select our budget, which will open up your budgetary information, right? So that is the second method. Thirdly, if you go to the company button also, under the company button, you can see again the budget button is available. By clicking that and clicking the view budget, and from there also you can view your budget by selecting the annual name of the annual budget. So that is the third method. Final method, if you go to the business status navigations bar, they are also under the revenue section, summarize income statement. You can see the link called edit a budget. By clicking that, selecting the budget, you will be able to access into the same budget. So I have shown you again 4 methods which help you to access into the budgetary window and see the created budget, right? So those things are available in the video as well, whereby you can look back and you can redo your activities. So this is what we did under the chapter number 4. Part of the chapter number 4 was a discussion of how to create budget, how to modify the budget, how to bring the information into the future period, and how to increase or the decrease values by using the incremental method available in the system, right? So that is budget creation part. Then also in the same chapter we have discussed how to enter the beginning balances. Now we have already entered the beginning balances, right? So the beginning balances can be entered by using the maintain main menu chart of account command, and then by clicking the account beginning balance button. This is the button you have used to enter your beginning balance. So as I told you in the main video, so the beginning balance can be entered into 2 different dates. One is the last day of the last financial year, and another day is the first day of the current fiscal year. But recommended is to enter the beginning balances as at the last date of the last financial period. Why we are doing so? Because that particular period is now closed, is over. No more transaction is going to happen for the given period. So your beginning balance budget will be there forever. You can see it again and again when you enter into that position. If you enter the beginning balance into the first day of the current fiscal year, what will happen? Because that is the transaction year, whereby your company is going to do the transaction. Immediately after doing the first transaction, this beginning balance window will change. So you will be not able to see your original beginning balances if you entered that. So that's why we have selected the period very carefully. Our financial year starting from the 1st of April 2020. So you can see huge number of dates are there. So whereby you have to appropriately select the correct period. So we have selected to enter our beginning balances as 31st March 2020. So that period need to be selected. Then by clicking OK, you will be able to see your beginning balance button. Here we have typed all the information accurately into the appropriate places whereby using the information provided to us. So at the end, when you enter the data into the beginning balance window, it's very vital and important to check the tally of these two sides, whether the asset side is equal to the liabilities and equity side. So if it is equal, trial balance need to get 0, and that situation you can click OK and save this beginning balance. If you having any differences here, that automatically, if you click the OK button, that automatically create the suspend account, which is called beginning equity account in this particular system. Okay, got the idea. So we have entered that as well. So the beginning balances can be seen in a various ways. Again, if you want to see the beginning balances, one method, you can go to the main menu, and then you can go to the chart of account. From there you can go to the list, so you can see the running balances what we have entered is available there. Similar manner, you can go to the other options, banking module, chart of account, and view the chart of account. You can see it. And company module, chart of account, view the chart of account, you can see it. And also various other methods which you have shown to you, you can access, or to the list command and the chart of account, that will show again the same thing. So these things we have discussed everything in the last lecture as well. So I have just refresh your mind of what we have completed up to now. Hopefully everything is now ready to go for the next module. So we are creating module by module and linking them together as an integrated accounting software package. That is the meaning. At the moment, though this package is supplying all the modules together, such as a customer, vendor, inventory, employee, it is not working together. And the general ledger, it is not working together because there are no linkages between each of these modules at this moment. It needs to be created by you. So at the moment, let me show you the highly summarized form of the diagram whereby you will understand where we are. Now let's look at this diagram, please. This is the current situation of your ledger creation. So at this moment, we have completed one ledger, which is the heart of the business, and it is called general ledger module. So in the process of creating the general ledger module, what we did, these are the steps you have followed to create your general ledger module. Creating company profile and creating ledger accounts, setting the GL default accounts, creating the budget, and entering the beginning balances. So these are the activities you have completed at this moment. So please check whether everyone is completed all these activities, whether your company profile is available, whether your chart of account is available, whether your default settings are available, and also whether your created budget available and entering the beginning balances are available, right? So the default settings, again, I will show you the default settings. You can check your defaults by going to the maintain main menu, and then you can see the section called default information. From there you can filter it into the general ledger defaults. There you can see the default window of the general ledger. There are two type of defaults. One is the round in account, is a very important. You cannot process your transaction without giving the account number called round in account here, right? So make sure your round in account is there. So this is you call retain earning account, that need to be the round in account, whereby you will take any round in differences available in the system into this particular account, absorb it into that. Without entering the particular account number here, you will be not able to process your transaction. And also we have gone with the segmentation of our business. Now you can see your account segments. This is how you created your company. Initial stage, your company accounts is carrying 4 digit and your division is carrying 2 more digit, and there's a separator between the company and the division, which will show you how these separators are going to work. So it's a 7-digit accounting system available in your ledger, right? So that need to be there in a perfect manner. Each and every account you created need to have all these segments properly. So this is how we created that, right? So that is the first method, how you can enter. And another method, you can go to the default setting by clicking the option command in the main menu, then selecting the default and going to the general ledger. You can see the same tabs and same informations are available there. Third method, if you go to the again related to your company banking module, there are also chart of account. Under the chart of account button, you can see the setup accounts default. By clicking that, you can access into the same window. Final method, if you go to the company navigation button, there also you can see the chart of account button. By clicking that, and you can go to the setup account default. So these are the options available. So my dear friends, hopefully now you are at this level. So all these modules need to be established. Now next we will be discussing the creditors module, then the inventory and the customer module. And at the moment you can see these modules are working isolated. No linkages between the each module, and there will be no filtering of data from one module to another module. So at the moment you have completed on the general ledger module. So please see whether before we will start today discussion of the creditors or the suppliers or the vendor module, make sure the database is need to be updated and your last backup file need to be there in your screens to do these activities for the today's lecture.